I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Peace and safety to the hopefully elect, all the sincere Akim scattered throughout the four corners, pushing his word in sincerity and in truth. For those who don't know, Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahushai is the name of the only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And this is another edition. I dropped the mic, and in this edition, I'm gonna drop the mic on Elder Gabar. All right, the elder at GMS, basically commanding his zombies, all right, to wear garments after the order of Aaron. So in this lesson, I'm gonna show you what the garments is referring to after the order of Yahweh Shai, all right, and not under the old covenant, all right. According to Yahweh Shai, the garments that we supposed to have on is the truth, all right, and not literal garments with borders of blue and fringes. So the first precept I want to get is Matthew chapter 17 and 4. And it reads, Then answered Peter and said unto Yahushua, Lord, is it good for us to be here? If thou wilt let us make here 3 tabernacles, one for thee, one for Moses, and one for Elias. Verse 5, While he yet spake, behold, a bright cloud overshadowed them, and behold, a voice out of the cloud, which said, This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Hear ye him. All right, so not listen to your elders, all right, such as Elder Gabar, Elder Tahar, and all these leaders of these alphabet camps, all right. Basically, the Lord Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, all right, is commanding the elect to hear Yahweh Shai, all right, and his commandments. So let's get the next precept in the book of Hebrews and show you that this royal priesthood, all right, the elect is not called after the order of Aaron, all right, it's called after the order of Yahweh Shai, all right. Let's prove that this is Hebrews chapter 7 and verse 11, and it reads, If therefore perfection were by the Levitical priesthood, in which Aaron was over that priesthood, all right, for under it the people received the law. All right, just like Elder Gabar stated in the previous video I uploaded of him using the private interpretation, teaching his zombies, all right, the zombies that follow their doctrine, that they have to wear garments, all right, down to the foot with a border of blue and fringes after the order of Aaron. But we're under the new covenant according to the Apostle Paul in the book of Hebrews chapter 8. And many other precepts prove that we're under that new covenant, and we're not under we're not justified by the law in wearing garments with borders of blue and fringes. Let's prove that. It says, What further need was there that another priest should rise after the order of Melchizedek, referring to Yahweh Shai, and not be called after the order of Aaron. All right, so that's the priesthood that the elect is called after, all right, after the order of Melchizedek, which is referring to Yahweh Shai himself. All right, let's get the next precept in 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9. This is 1 Peter chapter 2 and 9. It reads, But ye are a chosen generation, referring to the 144,000, all right, the elect, a royal priesthood, all right, that's not called after the order of Aaron, but called after the order of Melchizedek, all right, which they're not commanded to wear garments down to the foot with border of blue and fringes, all right. Why? Because they're under that new covenant, all right, and holy nation, all right, not referring to all Israel, all right. The holy nation is referring to New Jerusalem, all right, the elect, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praise of him who have called you out of the darkness and into the marvelous light, which that would be Yahweh Shai, all right, and that's the order that the elect is called after, all right, that royal priesthood that's spoke about in the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 6, This is Revelation chapter 1 and verse 6, dealing with that royal priesthood. It says, and have made us kings and priests. All right? That's the royal priesthood. All right? The kings, all right? Being royal. And the priesthood, that's called after the order of Melchizedek, which is Yahushua himself. Unto the power and his Father, to him be glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen. Referring to Yahushua. So that's the priesthood. That's the order that the elect is called after. Not after the order of Aaron. All right. So this is Isaiah chapter 61 and verse 10. All right. Going into those garments, the elder Gabar commanded his zombies that they have to wear after the order of Aaron. All right. So this is Isaiah chapter 61 and 10. And it reads, I will greatly rejoice in the Lord Yahweh. My soul shall be joyful in the power, for he hath clothed me with the garments of salvation. So that's the garments that the elect will have on. All right. That royal priesthood. All right. That holy nation, New Jerusalem. All right. They will have on the garments of salvation, which is this truth, man. All right. It says, he hath covered me with the robe of righteousness. And that's what those garments represents, righteousness. All right, so that's what the elect would be covered with. All right, not the garments that spoke of in the Levitical priesthood of those who was called after the order of Aaron. So it says, as a bridegroom decketh himself with ornaments, and as a bride adorneth herself with jewels. All right, so now let's get another precept in the book of Revelation, chapter 16 and verse 15, dealing with the garments. All right, because according to the elders at GMS and those zombies over there at GMS, we supposed to wear garments down to the foot with border of blue and fringes after the order of Aaron. But this is in the red. This is Yahushua speaking. It says, behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments. All right. So this is those who are blessed who keep the garments, meaning the truth. All right. Not referring to literal garments. All right. It says, blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. All right, that's those robes of righteousness. All right, that the elect will have on. All right, the royal priesthood. All right, not the priesthood that was called after the order of Aaron, such as those elders at GMS teach their zombies. All right, or command their zombies. So let's see. Let's get another precept. Let's stay in the book of Revelations, chapter 19 and verse 7. And it says, let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife has made herself ready. And the wife of the Lamb is referring to that royal priesthood that's called after the order of Melchizedek and not after the order of Aaron. All right? So that's the Lamb's wife. All right, verse 8. And to her was granted, to the elect, the royal priesthood, that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white. For the linen, for the garments, all right, this truth is the righteousness of the saints. All right, so that fine linen, those garments of salvation, is the righteousness of the saints. All right, so now let's see here. So we get another precept in the book of Ezra, 2nd Ezra chapter 2 and verse 38. Like I said, dealing with those garments, according to GMS, the elders at GMS were commanded to wear garments and literal garments with the border of blue and the fringes. All right. So it says, arise up and stand. Behold, the number of those that be sealed, the elect. All right. This is who is referring to, the elect. in the feast of the Lord, which are departed from the shadow of the world and have received glorious garments of the Lord, which is this truth, man. All right, which is this good news, the Gospels. All right, that's what they have received. All right, that's the glorious garments, which is the righteousness of the saints. All right, now let's jump down to verse 45, last verse. This is Second Ezra, chapter 2 and verse 45. It reads, "He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal." All right, so those garments that the elect, that royal priesthood, are commanded to keep, is this truth, man. All right, is immortality. All right, that mortal, that immortality, which these guys at GMS, all right, they're teaching and commanding their guys to keep on the mortal clothing. All right, but the elect, that royal priesthood, will put on the immortal and have confessed the name of the power. Now they are crowned, all right, going into that royalty. All right, remember they're a royal priesthood. All right, and receive palms. And with that, I hope you brothers